Dr. Waheed Arian shares his incredible journey from growing up in war-torn Afghanistan to becoming an NHS doctor in the UK in this episode of the High Performance Podcast. He defines high performance as living a purposeful and focused life and discusses how he found purpose and focus amidst the chaos and trauma of his childhood. Dr. Arian was born into war during the Afghan-Soviet conflict in the mid-1980s. He describes the constant sounds of rockets, bombs, and shelling outside his home and the fear and helplessness that permeated his early years. Despite the darkness, he recalls a few moments of happiness, such as going to a park with his mother and receiving a kite from his father. However, his father eventually disappeared, and Dr. Arian knew deep down that he wouldn't be around for long. One harrowing experience that Dr. Arian vividly recounts is when he and his father were caught in a bombing raid. His father hid him in an oven in a stranger's house, telling him that he loved him and to take care of his sisters if anything happened to him. The traumatic event marked the loss of his childhood innocence and the beginning of a life filled with challenges and resilience. Despite the hardships, Dr. Arian found hope and purpose in his life. He shares the story of a doctor who inspired him during his battle with tuberculosis. This doctor showed him X-rays and engaged him in intellectual conversations, igniting his curiosity and desire to become a doctor himself. Driven by the dream of healing others instead of killing them, he held on to hope and focused on his education and future. When he arrived in the UK as a refugee at the age of 15, Dr. Arian faced new challenges. He was arrested and sent to prison for not having the right documentation. However, a barrister spoke on his behalf, citing the UN Geneva Convention, and the charges were dropped. With only £100 in his pocket, he embarked on a new life, working 3 jobs and studying at night to complete his A-levels. Dr. Arian's determination and gratitude fueled his drive to become a doctor. Despite discouragement from fellow refugees, he pursued his dream and sought guidance from universities. He tore out a page from a prospectus outlining the requirements to become a doctor and hung it on his wall as a constant reminder of his goal. He worked hard, blocked out the noise of negativity, and focused on his passion and purpose. Dr. Arian emphasizes the importance of finding meaning in what you do. He encourages reflection, exploration, and the pursuit of passions that align with personal values and can make a positive impact on others. He also emphasizes the power of reframing challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth and innovation. Dr. Arian goes on to discuss his mission to address the global mental health crisis. He begins by describing the difficult circumstances in Afghanistan, where people had to sell their houses or cattle to afford the journey to seek medical help. He witnessed the severity of the problem and realized that there was a lack of intervention and specialist opinion. This motivated him to find a solution, and he discovered that people, even strangers, were willing to help. This led to the creation of Teleheal, a platform that connects medical specialists from the NHS and around the world to medics in Afghanistan and other countries, providing life-saving advice on smartphones. Dr. Arian then discusses the global mental health crisis, with 1 in 4 people suffering from a mental health condition and a higher percentage among those who have experienced trauma. He emphasizes the scale of the problem and the need for comprehensive solutions. He shares his personal experience of suffering from depressive symptoms and PTSD as a child refugee in the UK, which gives him empathy and a passion to help others. The current solutions for mental health, such as long waiting times for assessments and lack of expertise, are not sufficient. Dr. Arian believes that the key components of innovation are technology as an enabler, a holistic approach that considers mind and body, trauma-informed care, and culturally sensitive solutions. He aims to bring together experts in clinical psychology to provide comprehensive assessments and therapies, while also incorporating exercise as a frontline treatment for mental health. Dr. Arian acknowledges the dehumanization of asylum seekers and the negative narrative surrounding them. He emphasizes the importance of empathy, kindness, and compassion towards all individuals, especially vulnerable communities. He believes that extending a helping hand and treating people with dignity can transform communities and bring joy and fulfillment to one's own life. In the quick-fire questions, Dr. Arian shares his non-negotiable behaviors, including showing compassion, taking care of oneself, and finding meaning in what one does. He reflects on a moment in his life when he felt like a failure, such as being arrested upon arrival in the UK and struggling at Cambridge University due to his lack of education and PTSD. However, he overcame these challenges through resilience, gratitude, and determination. Dr. Arian's one golden rule for living a high-performance life is to make the most of one's life and help others along the way. He believes that reflecting on a life filled with compassion and making a positive impact on others is something to be proud of. Overall, Dr. Arian's story is one of resilience, compassion, and determination. He has overcome immense challenges and is now dedicated to addressing the global mental health crisis. His journey serves as an inspiration and a reminder of the power of empathy and kindness in transforming lives. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.